Hey guys, this is Scipio, playing in a scrim versus Lost Squad. I'm going to be commanding Assault 2, and we're going to be pushing up from the south on the left hand side of the Red Road. Nathair will be pushing in on the right hand side. This is a really important part of the map to control. So, it's a scrim. This was meant to be round 3 of the Greyhound Cup. Unfortunately, Lost Squad were disqualified for having a cheater in the team. This is the second time this has happened to them, so they've actually disbanded as a team, which is unfortunate because they were a good team, but probably for the best after being disqualified from 2 tournaments. But anyway, this point favours the Lost Squad. It's closer to them than it is us, so really we're probably not going to capture it, but we are going to go for it anyway. But priority is to secure map control in the south, which me and Nathair have just done, and trying to get in the north where the infantry truck is just pulling in to try and secure that compound. But we've actually got the map control, so we're going to push as the orders are now.
Contacting. Infantry dead ahead, dead ahead.
Okay, Assault 3 and 4 start pushing into the chapel right away, boys. Come on.
So there you go, that was Gem telling us to push in, and we're going to try and cross this open little space here. I'm actually looking at the point right now. This is a really nasty spot. I probably should have smoked this and just tried to cross to get down the more aggressive outpost. But instead I go down here. I'm being really careful. I don't want to be too aggressive right now, because I expect we're going to lose the point. You can see we're losing it right now. So my priority is to stay alive so I can get the OP up the second we lose it, so we can launch that counter attack straight away. But it's really tough to do. I'm kind of just, prodding around at the edges.
Tell your guys to watch north. We've just lost our OPs.
The northern offensive is kind of starting to stall, so I'm definitely expecting us not to win this. So I'm just going to hang back. And you can see that, just kind of poking and prodding. But ooh, it's right on the edge and we're starting to capture. So it's really tough for me. Do I commit? I could get a more forward outpost. It would help us to capture it, but it's right on a knife edge. It's flicking between capturing and losing. And I kind of don't commit to either option. I should really be going aggressive and trying to capture it, or just staying alive for when we inevitably lose it. Because what I do here is I go down.
Scipio, be aware, Captain Mannering's running into artillery zone.
Artillery got me, tell them to move it back a little bit.
And the artillery's going to get Captain Mannering, which is unfortunate. A little bit too late on the warning, but Mannering was also quite isolated, so there's not much he can do about it. If one person's pushing into the point, we can't justify stopping the artillery shots. But we've lost the point, I was dead, and that means we've lost our OP. Same thing happened to Nathair. Fortunately, Lost Squad aren't going to punish us too hard. We're able to actually re-secure the ground. You can see on the map we're going to try and push towards the ruined building, which is my objective, and then the triple story, which is Nathair's objective. Just on the yellow move mark there. Nathair's going to really struggle at a few points this game, because the enemy are constantly spawning directly east while he's trying to push north. So every time he makes ground, he starts to get hit from the flank. So we are going to try and help him out as much as we can. But we're making pretty good progress on this push. I'm just marking where the enemy artillery is falling. That's really important because their artillery has a great game. And the ruined building looks clear, so let's see what we can do about the triple.
Do you want to try and take that 3-story next to you, Scipio?
And then Mannering coming to push into the 3-story, so I'm going to try and go with him, but I go down straight away. Hopefully Mannering's in position to trade that kill though, although we didn't have the best spacing at that moment, so I've spawned back in. I'm going to try and move the OP forwards a little bit. We've secured this area, and this is actually on Nathair's side of the road, because we're really trying to help him push up, because he's got so much more resistance than us. We've actually managed to secure our objective. So I'd rather push him up alongside us so we can have 2 squads pushing in.
House is clear, house is clear.
And Mr. Manager's actually secured that, which is great. So we can go back to the left-hand side of the road. So we can have 1 squad on either side to have a really nice and effective push. However, they are watching this cross, so it might be a little bit tricky to get there. But it's really important that we do spread out. We don't want to have too many squads all spawning in the same spot. It means 1 artillery gun can shut us down, or 1 infiltrator can just ruin us by taking out the OPs. Could completely reset our assault. So my job is to try and get back towards this ruined building. They seem to actually have somebody here. So they've retaken this map control, which is a shame. But we are still holding the triple story and just waiting for Nathair to come up and relieve us of that. But you can see he's constantly getting pushed from the east. He's got the enemy infantry marker there, and it's a real problem for us. It's a problem we failed to address during the game. That's probably my fault. I should have called in a tank support and we could have really pushed them out and taken out their spawns.
Lost the OP, lost the OP.
OP's going down, but it doesn't really matter. We've got control of the triple story still, and I can replace that. 3 seconds on the wait. So as long as we hold the triple story, this isn't going to be a problem. If we do lose that triple story, we're in trouble. One MG set up in that window could just consistently wipe us, and there's nothing we can do about it. So maintaining this map control is even more important than ever, and it was pretty damn essential beforehand, to be honest, because that's one of the keys to controlling the south of Chapel. If you control the courtyard to the north and this crossroads, then we're sorted. We can do anything we want. But you can see the enemy infantry are already below the triple story. They're probably going to drop a satchel or push in, but Nathan's coming in to relieve. So that's really important. We can maintain that control for a little bit longer, and my squad's able to get to this side.
One on the top floor, ruined house.
But they've got ruined house back, but we're going to clear them out very quickly. So we're now in a really nice position in the south. We've got triple story and we've got ruined building. They are constantly pushing us from the east, but hopefully we can find a bit of timing and get stuck in. Unfortunately for me, I can actually think a little bit more about shooting and less about tactics and map positioning. Although, always have to do a little bit. So I'm actually just going to try and make a little bit more progress pushing to the north. He took me off guard, to be honest. I didn't expect to see him there. But that shot, I thoroughly enjoyed. But it's good. We've got a little bit more map control. We can push north. I'm just kind of poking and prodding here, seeing, oh, that's bad. But oh well, that happens. We managed to get a couple kills.
We're taking the three-story building again.
And we've lost a 3-story. Big problem for me. I need to move as quick as I can. Killed him just so I can move, but other than that, I don't care. I need to move the outpost, otherwise this situation could get out of hand very quickly. And again, I've ordered my guys just to get back in and re-secure that position. And we're going to quickly listen in on the comms.
Trying to make the way there.
Satchel
Just have contact close on OP.
Oh, there. Hold the road, guys. And mark maybe Wolf instead.
I think 4 guys on almost on up yet.
The loud one on the right hand.
Outpost down on church.
They spotted ourselves.
Tank on ping.
Death on the road.
Captain Mannering's going to get killed again. He keeps running into artillery.
Enemy tank coming in.
Garrison on ping, garrison on ping. Accurate mark. Another outpost down. 2 outposts down. Garrison going down. Yep, down, down, down.
Chaos. Pure chaos.
Hope he's down.
Just wanted to include that little clip just to show how chaotic this game can be. In the midst of all that, Mannering managed to take down all their spawns on the point, but unfortunately, we lost our outpost shortly after. So we'd kind of been reset. We spawned back on the garrison and I've pushed up. Found their garrison in the south. So actually, this time when they pushed us back, they successfully managed to secure this area. But fortunately, me and Nathan very quickly managed to push them out, took down their spawns. And we kind of reset to back how we were a few moments ago. We're kind of fighting over triple story and ruined building. Pretty good success in ruined building because they keep on pushing Nathan directly from the east. We're really struggling to secure that area. Though we do have a tank pushing in to try and help us. I'm not sure they're particularly successful. Honestly, we never really had the tank advantage this game, and it really punished us. There's a few reasons for that. They have good tankers. Ooh, that was ridiculous. But also, we were missing one of our best tankers this game. He didn't want to play against them after the recent controversies, which is fair enough from him. I'm just kind of dueling this one guy here, which is really important because he's actually in position to take down the outpost, even though it's only one person.
Scipio, keep Captain Mannering away from artillery.
Toby, if you keep pushing up there alone, you're going to get hit by artillery. Yeah, that's a consistent theme throughout the game. Merc is doing a good job on artillery. He's shelling them, keeping under constant pressure on the point, which is important, but it's difficult. A shell takes 25 seconds in the air, which means that if Mannering pushes up solo, he will be killed by it, and there's nothing artillery can do. We can't expect artillery to cease fire for 30 seconds every time he thinks he's got a window, so it's just the nature of the beast, unfortunately. But it looks like we've actually got a bit of an opening here. The northern push is coming in really well, so we're just going to try and push in and support them. We've got a tank coming in as well. Artillery on the point. This really is the best opportunity we've had so far. It's quite difficult to get there because they've got the constant push in from the east again. But I think if we can find gaps and we can find timings, we can do it. The issue is, the more we push up, the more they take the land behind us. So we've kind of had to make the decision to give up on the map control and just commit to the push with the northern. Once we take the point, we can worry about resecuring that map control, so I'm going to move up the outpost.
Bridge.
OP is under our arch attack.
Yeah, pretty brutal outpost, but I didn't really have a choice.
Oh, in the trench.
To get that back, yeah.
Slightly risky, you might say.
Yeah, very risky outpost. But because I knew if I left it behind us, it would just get taken down. We don't have the manpower to secure the area behind us and to capture the point, so at some point you've just got to go for the all-in push. We've been doing this for 30 minutes now, and you've just got to commit and you've got to go for it. So I'm just going to kind of make a play here. Really, I'm looking for spawns.
Danger close, check behind.
Yeah, and here they
Yeah,
come
we've got no
behind.
friendlies with us now. No friendlies.
Oh no.
So yeah, the northern fence is gone. It's just the southern fence, so we're not going to be able to do too much here. Let's just see if we can cause a bit of chaos, take out their spawns, and just do whatever we can.
Nading the bridge.
I'm just going to try and get behind them, take out the garrison, get some information. If you can find out where the garrison is, then they normally replace it in the same spot.
Get into the church, might get a statue.
That means that when we push in
Statue
later
there.
on, we can just take it out straight away with a bombing run. Take down an outpost, but didn't see the guy on the left. And that's actually it. My outpost is down there. I'm actually going to skip forwards to the last 30 minutes of the match. We just kind of go back and forth for a while here, and they're doing a really good offensive right now. But I'm going to follow orders here.
All offensive guys, send your guys in to defend while squad leaders try to push up and build an outpost on chapel.
Yeah, so for the last 30-45 minutes, the enemies are really pushing us hard, but I don't want to focus on our defense, I want to focus on our offense, because that's what I'm doing here. So we're getting towards the late stage of the game. We've left all my squad back to defend. They're just going to be fighting there while I stay by myself. I'm trying to get down a good outpost so that we can use lost squad strats against them. When I put down the outpost, the whole squad can spawn and gem.
Enemy guys on destroyed east of Lacan Creek. Come on, clear out the strong point.
Yeah, he's really trying to push our defense to wipe out their offense so that we can afford to spawn here. I'm being a little bit greedy here. I'm really close to the chapel, but I haven't met any resistance. I think Lost Squad are committing hard to their offensive, so I'm going to try and get down my outpost in this little ruined building. Doesn't matter. Oh, Dimitri. Really unfortunate.
Okay, get your outpost as close as possible to chapel from assault guys and try to push in. Teleport yourself to chapel.
Honestly, not Dimitri's fault. My fault. I was too greedy. I should have dropped a safer outpost and then pushed in to try and get the risky outpost. Instead, I've just walked up and placed one where I should have put it in the first place, and I've got my squad joining me now. We seem to have secured our defensive point. We're capturing the chapel. Now's the time to commit. We've got 25 minutes left in the game.
Let's get this.
Yeah, let's fucking get this.
And we fucking want this. Let's get in there. Dropping smokes, try and get us nice and close. That OP I dropped isn't the best, but it is safe, so I'm going to try and move that up if I can, because they've got all eyes watching us. This is quite a one-dimensional attack. It had the surprise, which is great, and we managed to catch them off guard with most of them not defending. However, it is one-dimensional. They are now reacting, so that OP wasn't very good. So I'm going to put a better one here, which is going to enable us to push up along the road, and we've got so many people attacking. This is a really good time for us to get in there, attack, and capture the point.
Okay, whoever dies, send your guys back to creek. We're losing the strong point again. They're overrunning us from south and southwest.
Got it.
My hotel below, but he's
Okay, now
going to go in
keep
the
on
back
pushing,
for
keep on
76.
pushing. We're defending, kind of.
That's really
how the
typical of
defense
this
can
game. Knife edge the entire time. You know, we're capturing, losing, but at the same time it's happening on our point. Gem does an amazing job here, just trying to balance us between defending and attacking. We need to commit as much as we can to this offense because it's really hard to do it. Little suicide push for me there. I knew the outpost was there. I don't mind dying if I take down the OP. The rest of my squad can clean it up. But yeah, we're really on the knife edge for this entire 20 minutes. Gem, amazing work balancing the offense with the defense. But we're just going to try and commit as hard as we can. We're so nearly into the chapel. Smoke shells going in. My HE grenades trying to clear out as much space as I can. Again, I try and default to going around the right-hand side to hunt down their spawns. Killing them doesn't really do much if they can keep spawning in. It's kind of a game of attrition in that way.
Okay, whoever lost an outpost from assault, you have a garrison on the north to push from. Let's push them from two sides now.
So we're trying to open up the second prong of the offensive. If anyone loses their outpost, they spawn in on the north, and then we end up with a north-south split again. That's the only way we're going to take them out, because we're killing them on the point, but they're spawning to north. we found that garrison. It's time to make the play.
On my body, I'm holding it, I'm holding it. They can't spawn, I killed so many.
We're losing the point.
Because Mannering's dead next to it, they can't spawn. As long as he doesn't let go, they cannot spawn, enabling me to do that. Huge plays. Now is the moment. They can't spawn on the point. They can't reinforce.
They're on the OP skip. Yeah, OP is not safe, OP is not safe. Skip.
But my OP's going down, and I get team killed again.
Chapel.
Yeah,
And yeah, a little bit late on the artillery call there, Merc, but yeah, it's a tough role to play artillery.
Enemy garrison is just north of the chapel. Just north of the chapel, where that infantry mark is.
So we've lost a lot of our
Not that many
southern
outposts to choose
offense.
from.
Just south of my dead body.
But fortunately, we're able to switch to pushing into the north. And we can see this garrison they've got in the north. They've lost the garrison on the point, and we can see they're reinforcing garrison in the north. Hopefully, we can take that out, and then we can do some work. But me and Nathan, again, we're going to try and work together to take this thing out. A couple enemies nearby. I managed to cover quite well. I make a bit of a mistake here, honestly. I lost track of where I was on the map. I didn't think it was literally here. And there's 3 of them, enemies, priorities. I honestly choose not to shoot them here. That sounds kind of crazy. And Jem here, he's offering to put a bombing run in on top of this garrison, which will take it out. It's a really good decision to make in general, but I'm desperately telling him not to call in the bombing run. I've got so many people around it, I'm dead next to it, so they can't spawn.
Yes, but I can destroy the bombing gun.
Jem really wants his garrison gone.
Is chapel clear? Where did I drop bombing gun?
it's gone.
But I've told Jem, don't do it. We got my teammates in to take it out manually.
Bombing gun dropping on them. Come on.
That was a great decision because it's enabled Jem to then drop the bombing run on the chapel instead. So essentially, we've got 2 for 1 on garrisons there. Jem could have used the bombing run on mine, but instead he can put it on chapel, take out the garrison there, and enable the rest of our guys to push. We've got the frontal assault coming in along the river, the northern assault's looking good, and we're even getting that southern assault back. We've pretty much got the surround. We should be taking the point any minute now with 15 minutes left on the clock, but our point is now flashing. We're losing it. This could be a problem. We've committed so hard to this offense.
Okay, all defensive squads, pull back to creek. Okay, no, never mind, we're defending.
Again, it's on such a knife edge. You know, we can hold it just about with 1 squad because they have to commit hard to their defense to stop us. So they're just trying to get enough people in to make us pull back. But Jem, again, managing the game fantastically. You know, just keeping the perfect amount of people attacking and defending. We never lose that point, which is really impressive with the amount of pressure they were putting on us and trying to balance our own offense. But I've managed to get real close here, so I'm going to drop smokes to hopefully enable my boys to push in. They're just across the road. I can actually resupply and get a couple more smokes here. And hopefully, let's get stuck in. Let's capture it. We are capturing it now.
Garrison on the point going down.
And we're getting the garrison on the point. Now is the moment. We can really commit to this. We're taking down their spawns. They don't have a northern spawn. They don't have a spawn on the point. They probably have a spawn further back, but that's okay. We can just shell that.
We have no reason.
Everybody step inside chapel. Step inside in chapel, everybody.
Yes, we do. 13 seconds.
And now we're committing
Go
hard.
with the garrison on the point.
Doesn't matter if we're losing creek. Step inside in chapel.
Close to.
Commit hard, commit hard, commit hard. That's me coming to my squad. We need to get in there. Now is the moment. I've still got quite a safe OP. I probably should move that up to enable us, but we're losing the defense. Constant knife edge like this whole last 30 minutes is. It's so tough to manage. We're losing defense, we're gaining the offense. But what we need right now is clear communication. I'm actually trying to ask this commander if we want an offensive garrison here, but we're at the limit and we can't spare the people to dismantle one. So instead, we're just going to try and push in without it. We've got outposts, which I'll try and move forwards when I can. I'm just going to try and push in, throw some smokes for my boys, and hopefully enable us. But listen to this. Right now, we need clear comms and decisive leadership. That's all we need right now.
Block it if you're still alive.
I'm dead, but if you're down, well, I was on it. It was really weird. I killed somebody there, but I'm dead. I'm laying on it.
Thank you, do that.
Yeah, mark it.
We are capping it.
But don't respawn until they destroy you.
No. I'm waiting for a B team to get to my dead body, or if they go to this west.
They're coming around my body.
Now, I always try and avoid singling people out, and it's a mistake that we all make, but right now it's the clutch key moment. We're capturing it, we're halfway capped, we need clear communication, we need to hear Jem's orders. He's a brilliant commander, he's managing the offense and defense perfectly. We're ahead in the capture race. Now's not the time. Crisp, clear, short communication. We need to be communicating spawns, tanks, tactics. So without singling him out, yeah, we need to work on this as a team, and it's something he has improved with, and we have improved with as a team. But we've actually figured out that we've taken down the northern garrisons, the southern garrisons, the on-point garrison. The only garrison they have left to them is directly east on Hill 5. They have to push up along a tiny little river. This should be it. We should be in full... What? They're still in the church. Oh, I had no idea. It's a real problem. My outpost has gone down. We are going to clear them out shortly, but you can see they're all coming from one direction. They're coming from east and northeast. I've had to spawn hard north, unfortunately, and try and get in there. I've sent my squad to join the other squads, just so that they can keep up the pressure. But we're losing it. How are we losing this? We've got so much control. We've committed 100% to the offense. But their artillery is just absolutely ruining us. We're doing our best. We've got 2 recon squads dedicated to trying to shut down their artillery. But they were incredible shooters with unbelievable reaction time, we'll say. So we just get stuck. We cannot neutralise it. And that's going to cause a real problem for us.
Bombing run coming in 1 minute. Come on. Bombing run coming in 1 minute.
Well, we got the bombing run. That's going to enable us to have a really big push. But I can see there's a hot garrison to the north. So there's enemies directly north of me, enemies directly south of me. It's a really tricky position to be in. We're just going to commit to pushing and trying to clear them out from the south. But they've got MG set up in that key courtyard. They do a really good job of taking map control whenever they can. And again, I'm back to a garrison spawn in the south this time. So again, we're back to a one-dimensional offense. But we were so close to capturing it. We were 90% there. But 1 tank and artillery shells just ruined us.
How did we lose everybody there? Satchel?
RT.
And this is the problem with this game. There's just nothing we could do. They had the tank advantage and they had the artillery. We couldn't shut them down. So every time we get full control of the point, we just get shelled and we can't shut down their tankers. We were just I think we were 1 tank down at this point as well, which doesn't help. I think they had issues and had to disconnect. So I've actually come in from behind now. I've managed to run all the way from the southern garrison, but I'm too far into enemy territory to place an outpost. Now I can actually place one because I'm inside their territory and there's a cooler, so I'm just going to have to try and push and make a play that way. Trying desperately to pop the heads, but just get shot from somewhere else. And it looks like our offense is pretty much wiped out. We're going to get 1 more opportunity to push.
At some point we need to go all in.
At some point we need to go... Friendly, look at the map, mate. We've got the entire squad all in without a single man defending. Again, this is one of our problems. Too many cooks in the kitchen. It's clutch moments. Jem's done a great job of commanding. We've been on that knife edge the entire time perfectly. We just need to let him do his thing. I'm guilty of this massively as well. I have too many ideas and sometimes you just need to go with it. 3 minutes left on the clock. Takes 2 minutes to capture. 1 minute to start the capture, and that's the last possible time we can do it. So let's go. Let's push. There's no overtime in this game. Let's get moving.
Yeah, 1 life, boys. That's it. Make it count.
This is it. It's actually a fairly decent push. We've got a decent southern push coming in, decent northern push coming in. But they still have a tank advantage. Our only tank is a Lux, who's not going to do much. There's a big old 75 there trying to shut us down. And we don't really have a tank to counter it. The only tanks we have is a light tank, which can't do anything about it.
I need to cap it now, guys.
Now is the moment.
I missed jumbo twice, turning away to the interior chapel.
And then, that's it. There's nothing more we can do. I'm checking the scoreboard. 5 seconds to start the cap, but you can see from the map, there's just nothing we've got.
Nah, GG was.
And I'm afraid that's all she wrote. On a knife edge the entire time, but without the artillery being shut down on their side and without the armor advantage, there's nothing you can do. Subscribe, and coming up soon, I should have a nice little 18s tournament coming up, which I'm going to try and edit this week. Should be a really good video. So thank you very much, guys.